minister came out and said about deportees coming back to St. Lucia. So that is what really triggered this video. So sit back, hang tight, and listen to Countryman. Let's go.
Well, I don't know, this is King Lazarus, and we are representing the fullest Jamaica first, country first, the #1 YouTube channel. Yeah, man, and I don't know, Countryman are the big man on the panel, representing from Jamaica to Trinidad, the Caribbean and the whole world. Countryman don't want no more bloodshed, no we not send dead. A message we are send to all the kill them. No more bloodshed, no we not send dead. A message we are send. Hey, Countryman, tell them this, it's a state of emergency. The people need help urgently. Watch yourself when you're walking on the street. Broad daylight and gunshot a beat. It's a state of emergency. The people need help urgently. Watch yourself when you're walking on the street. Broad daylight, hey. Well, I don't know, this is King Lazarus, and we are represent for Countryman Jamaica first, #1 YouTube channel. Make sure and keep it locked. Subscribe.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Good day, my wonderful friends. It's me again, the great. One more great Countryman. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Editor boss, big up yourself. Yo, I send shout out to the mystery woman. She know who she is. Now, my Vincent brethren at Canada, a long time in a year from you. You need to link me, cause I can't find your number. You change number so often. You understand? And one more big shout out. I call him G-Man, the big heavy law enforcement man out of Grenada. Big up yourself.
At Monday's pre-cabinet briefing, External Affairs Minister Honorable Alva Baptiste addressed the issue, emphasizing that the government has maintained constant communication with U.S. authorities regarding the matter.
We communicate via diplomatic notes. We communicate over the phone. Countries are actually in active conversation, especially something of that magnitude. You have a new administration in the United States. They certainly would set in motion, their own policies. And so we have to monitor those policies and respond appropriately. We do have our laws, and we are going to maneuver within the parameters of the law. The United States of America has its laws, and we need to respect, the laws and respect the country. We also have an obligation under international law, and we are going to respect that. But the United States and St. Lucia enjoy excellent relations. And through the long tracks of future time, I see nothing changing.
Now, this is St. Lucia External Affairs Minister, Mr. Baptiste. And I just listened to him talk about the issue with over 200 deportees coming back to St. Lucia. And for some reason, that message to me that he gave, it sounds some way kind of detached from the reality. Now, let's get to the point. We know, say, the St. Lucia is riddled with crime, just like Jamaica. Correct? Yeah. We know that the police solving the cases is probably like at a 35% rate, meaning that majority of crime is not being solved. We know that there is no community effort to say steer young people away from gang violence and things like that in St. Lucia and Jamaica. You have a couple organizations, but them really do what they're supposed to do. We know safe space is riddled with criminals. That's a cabal. But just break down the issues, and Jamaica too. Jamaica, them not have nothing named social reform for youths. They do have an art program where you can go and train, but to literally say, bad kids, let's social re-engineer their way of thoughts and things. None of that. That's impossible. You see what I'm saying? So the point I'm trying to make, this minister, he came out and talked about the relationship with the US, and I think that is a very detached message, whereas he should be addressing crime and them thing there. Well, I come to the agreement with myself with this Ministry of Home Affairs. I'm gonna call it the Ministry of Confusion. And these two ministers, Norbert and Baptiste, me I go give them a name. Mr. Baptiste is the Minister of Confusion, and Mr. Norbert is the Minister of Disappearing. I was going to invent a word where it said disappearing, but he's the Minister of Disappearing or Minister of Disappearance, and that's the name me I give them two ministers. And like I said, this is not politically driven. This is just straight common sense. That's what this video is about. And it seems like in the Caribbean, the government them lack common sense. Okay. Now that brings me to this. And like me say, you know, him is an external affairs minister, Mr. Baptiste, but now I am trying to figure out all these ministers. Do they need all these ministers with these weird portfolio, and we see what the issue is and nothing has been solved? It no matter what your portfolio is. Like for example, look at this. Now you have a Ministry of Home Affairs, you understand, in St. Lucia, and in June 21, 2024, them announced them have a new minister in that ministry, and this Ministry of Home Affairs, listen to this, you know, because St. Lucians only need to know these things. Now, the Ministry of Home Affairs, they are in charge of crime prevention. Them also in charge of persons with disability. Okay? Now, they're also in charge of the St. Lucia Fire Service. And listen to this. They're also in charge of the borderless correctional facility. Now, they're also in charge of probation and parole services and citizen and youth delinquency. Wow. Wanna listen to that? So this ministry now, obviously, them get a big budget. They're not underneath, the police department is not underneath this ministry. That would fall somewhere probably along the line of national security. But I'm just showing you guys what this Ministry of Home Affairs. Now, this guy here, Jeremy Norbert, is a minister with the portfolio in the office of the Prime Minister responsible for Home Affairs, crime prevention, and person with disability. Now, I am trying to understand why the External Affairs Minister would speak on the 200 or so deportees coming to St. Lucia, where they should be focused on crime. Because let's be real, you have new deportees coming to St. Lucia and Jamaica. They have lived in America and these places for years and years. So when they come back to the Caribbean, they're gonna bring a new wave of inventive methods and ways of doing crime. Let's be real. Now, how do I know this? Now, look at the screen in front of you. This is March 2004. And I notice there has been a shift in Jamaica crime in around 2004 when the Haitian refugees were started to relocate back to Jamaica, some of them, because remember at this time it was John Bertrand arrested. I think this was the priest, if I'm not lying, who was the president, and he had to fled Haiti because there was an uprising, and him and a whole bunch of people came. Jamaica put them up, but there was other Haitian refugees coming into Jamaica. So the point I'm trying to make, I noticed a shift and other people in Jamaica crime when the Haitians them started coming to Jamaica in about 2014. That's when things kind of get crazy, because now what they had done is they had developed a link between Jamaica and Haiti to bring guns for weed, amongst other things, into the island. Because if from Jamaica, Portland, the parish of Portland, that's the closest point to Haiti. So if you're in Portland and you head straight into the Caribbean Sea, the next place you're gonna run into is Haiti. And that's when I notice, and other people notice, crime and gun and them things that kind of came up on the rise. Not blaming the Haitians. So I say that to say this: when you have people who deported criminals and them thing there is definitely gonna be a rise in crime. And it's unfortunate too. That's how it is. But really and truly, any government, Jamaica, anyway, have to prepare for that. And that's exactly what's gonna happen to St. Lucia and Jamaica. You understand? With these kind of deportation. And like I said, unfortunately, these two countries or other countries, I don't think them have the right thing in place to combat it. And you see how Jamaica deal with it. Them have the police, and the police will kill you in a blink of an eye. You have the dirty gang them down there, getting the guns from foreign and doing all sort of fuckery. You understand? Pardon my language. And it's just about the same everywhere, from Trinidad to St. Lucia. So if these government don't put the right thing in place, and the right thing in place is not just law enforcement, it involves other things. They need to think along the line of social re-engineering. You understand? Amongst other things, because you gotta have people come there, them not have nowhere to stay. They haven't been to Jamaica, St. Lucia in years, spend all them life a foreign prison. I've seen it many times. So, unless the government prepare for these things, there's definitely gonna be an uptick in crime. Listen, my name is Countryman.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.